Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Blomberg KGM4524 fridge freezer. What I want to do today is show you around the fridge freezer some of the features and benefits that it offers. But first of all, I'll just show you the dimensions on the fridge freezer. Now as far as the width, you're looking at basically 55 centimetres or around 21.5 inches wide. As far as the height, you're looking at 152 centimetres high, or just under 5 feet high, so that's around about 60 inches. And then as far as the depth, so front to back, if you're going to include the grill at the back, which really you do need to do, then if you're going to the front lip here, then you're looking at 57 centimetres or around 22.5 inches. If you need to include the handle as well, because clearly this model's got a couple of handles on, then you need to allow for a bit of extra depth. So really I'd say around 63.5 centimetres or around 25.5 inches. So if you need to put it in a certain place and if measurements are critical, have a measure beforehand, because there's nothing more frustrating than having a product arrive and then finding it doesn't fit. When it comes to opening the door, couldn't be easier. You've actually got a couple of options. First one is the handle on the front here. So if you do suffer with your hand, if you've got things like arthritis, then that could be a real benefit for you because it's a nice easy grip handle. You will also find that you've got an indentation on the top here. So if you're a slightly taller person like myself, then you could find that opening the door that way is a little bit easier. Whether it's designed to be like that, I'm not 100% sure, but that's the way that some people will want to open the fridge door. As we open the door itself, you'll find that you've actually got 3 shelves in here. They're all glass safety shelves. They can be taken out if you want to, so for cleaning purposes that's nice and easy. You've got different shelf positions, so when it comes to choosing how high you wanted the shelves, then at least Blomberg have given us a good range to go at. The shelves themselves measure 30 centimetres deep or around 12 inches, and the width you are looking at 45 centimetres or just under 18 inches wide. You do get a salad box at the bottom as well. Now I do always like it when it's just one salad box. I do feel that sometimes with manufacturers they put in 2 smaller ones. Personally I find that quite frustrating, because if you've got things like long vegetables, things like leeks, then at least you've got a really good space to put it in. Now just within the salad box I've got these. Now these come with the fridge freezer, and these are designed to slot on the back of the fridge freezer within the grill to stop it being pushed back to the wall too far. It is important to allow ventilation. I'll show you around the back of the fridge freezer in a moment, but let's just pop that back in there for now. Now you'll find on the right hand side here within the door you've got these sections, so if you've got things like tool bottles or jars, then you've got plenty of space. They can come out if you choose to. You just need to pop them up like that, and then they can come out for cleaning purposes, or even if you just decided that you wanted it in a different position, that's how to take these out. Some people find if you've got, say, tall bottles, then you might not need all 3 of these in. And then to pop it back in, you just locate it and then just pop it into place nice and gently. One of the final things to mention about the fridge is it's got 143 litre capacity. So generally for this size of fridge freezer, 143 litres is actually a very good capacity. When it comes to the freezer, you've got the same handle design to open the door. Now the beauty of this freezer is it's actually frost free, so you don't have to worry about defrosting it. Personally, it's something I always do recommend to customers when they're looking at different fridge freezers. Frost free is pretty standard on most fridge freezers now, not all fridge freezers. Some manufacturers still insist on having low frost or other kind of technology, but really frost free for me is the way to go. I hate defrosting a fridge freezer. I've got much better things to do with my time than having to worry about that, but not to worry about this because it is fully frost free. You'll find you've got 3 drawers in here, so these you have got a lip on the end so it stops them being pulled out too far. As far as the width on here, so you are looking at 37.5 centimetres wide or just under 15 inches wide, and then the depth you look around 30 centimetres, I suppose, of usable space because you've got a little bit at the back here, and 12 inches deep too. Clearly being a transparent front, then at least you can see what's in there. That's mainly until it's actually frozen up. I suppose after it's frozen, then you will find that it's not quite as easy to see through. The top one is the same, so things like the dimensions of the top two are the same. As you go to the bottom drawer, then this one is slightly shallower. So with this, it's the same width, but as far as the depth, you're only looking at around 19 centimetres, or around 7.5 inches of usable space. One advantage of having a separate part to the front, because clearly this is a separate part compared to the back. So if you do break this at the front, then these are quite easily replaced. I just recommend going to Blomberg direct, and they should be able to supply one for you at a small cost, of course. And the capacity on the freezer is 77 litres. And one final thing you do get is you do get a cheeky little ice cube tray. So that tends to be pretty standard with most manufacturers. I do say most manufacturers. Some manufacturers are still insisting on not putting it in there, but ice cubes is something that I suppose I tend to use quite a bit at home. So I'm really pleased that Blomberg have still decided to put one in there for you. I'll just show you the energy label on the fridge freezer. So as you can see, it's an E energy rating. Now some of you look at this and think, well, E isn't brilliant, but at the moment this is the way that the whole structure of the energy labelling system is for fridge freezers. This is quite a new model to the range at this time of recording, and on the previous model it was an F rating. Now I will just show you, so because basically Blomberg and Beko are the same company, there are other differences between the models, one being the warranty. So on the Blomberg model, this has a 3-year parts labour warranty, which is actually really good. Not many manufacturers are willing to put that kind of warranty on this kind of product around this kind of price. But just to show you, so the equivalent Beko model is an F rating, so it's not as good as the Blomberg. And as you can see, that 274 kilowatt hours per annum against 220, so it's quite a bit more energy efficient. And especially here at the moment in the UK, energy prices are certainly not on the decline. They are a little bit, but not to a huge extent. So if you can choose a more energy efficient appliance that's essentially running all the time with a fridge freezer, then clearly, because it's on all the time, it's not like a washing machine or tumble dryer that you're using it on the odd occasion. Because it's running 24 hours, 7 days a week, then choosing a more energy efficient appliance like this can be key to saving money. You'll also find that on the energy label it shows you the things like 77 litre capacity for the freezer, 143 litres for the fridge, and also the noise rating at 38 decibels. That's showing as a C rating on there. And on here it's just showing that on the Beko version it's slightly noisier too. I mentioned earlier that I'll show you around the back of the fridge freezer, and I've just gone mobile with the camera just to show you around the back for installation purposes. I did mention about these, and what these are designed to do is just to slot in the back, twist it, and then you've got two of these. I'd recommend just getting that, put it one side, put the other side, and then all it does, it just stops the fridge freezer being too close to the wall, really for ventilation purposes. If you're thinking of purchasing one of these models, I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. Would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up, click subscribe, leave any comments below. I'd always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad about the video. If you've come here to look for a specific feature that I've not talked about, or if you've got a question on it, pop it in the comments, then I'll get back to you, because I've got one of these on display at the moment. Also, if you have got a Blomberg fridge freezer like this, it doesn't necessarily have to be this particular model. If you've got one, let me know what you think about it, because I'd always appreciate the honest feedback. Thanks for watching.